What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching another episode of Level Up with Gene and Jay.
What up, what up?
Today we have a huge episode. We have 3 people on today.
100%.
All 3 of them were affected by gun violence, random bullets.
Unfortunately.
That have hit their kids or grandkids. And we have Marsha Mayes, the mother of Terrell Mayes, who was shot, killed 2011? Yes. He was 3 years old. A stray bullet hit him, and there's still no justice. Nobody has been caught.
Wow.
Yeah, we have Monda, the grandma of Ladavionne Garrett Jr. Sorry.
That's okay.
And he was shot in the head, and he survived. But he's in a wheelchair, and we just need some help.
Yeah. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to really take in, and first and foremost, our deepest condolences to all of y'all. I know that Ladavionne, thank God he survived and he's doing all right. And we are very blessed to have y'all here on the show, and whatever we can do to help y'all out. We have a few things that we're going to be talking about.
Well, we can't forget.
What's
we can't forget our guy over here.
Oh yeah, obviously, what I'm saying? We got Mr. KG Wilson is in the building as well. Welcome, KG. Thank you so much. National Peace Activist. And y'all, we know we've had KG on the show before. He talked a lot about his granddaughter, Aniya Allen, who was shot and killed as well. And we're still kind of looking for justice for Aniya as well. So thank you for reminding me. I see you so much. It's just like so used to it. So, one of our goals within this one, y'all, is that we have a GoFundMe, right? That's for, is it Monda or Marsha? Marsha, you have the GoFundMe going on. Monda, you have the GoFundMe going on, right?
Yes.
So we will kind of go into details a little bit about that as we go. But I just want to make sure our viewers know that we really are going to need y'all's help. Yes. Whether it's going to be sharing this video, whether it's going to be donating, or it's just raising awareness, or whatever you can do to drive traffic to this family so that they can acquire the things they need in the GoFundMe, which we'll be talking about. So just to kind of get started, I'll allow you all to kind of introduce yourselves formally. Which would like to go first?
I'm Marsha Mayes. My son was Terrell Mayes Jr. He was 3 years old.
Thank you. KG, and we know you. Would you like to reintroduce yourself as well?
KG Wilson. My granddaughter was 6 years old, and she was shot and killed in North Minneapolis.
My name is Shari Jennings. They call me Monda. I'm the grandmother of Ladavionne Garrett, the 10-year-old little boy that was shot in the head in North Minneapolis.
Yeah. And are we correct that no killers have been caught for any of these situations at all?
Not in my case at all, no.
Not mine either.
No, sir.
Wow. I'm so sorry, y'all, to hear that happens.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's sad that the community is continuing to be quiet about it. It's sad that this code of silence is being allowed or tolerated in our community amongst us.
Yeah.
Because by now someone knows something.
Right.
Someone has talked about something. Somebody has pillow talked to somebody about something. Somebody knows something. And for them to be able to still continue to live life with this secret is unbelievable, because at the end of the day, this was a child. This wasn't an adult. Yep. This was a child that got robbed of his childhood.
Exactly.
My grandson is left where he can't walk or talk from this incident. I cannot see if he was born like this, but for someone to do this to him, that's totally unacceptable. And it's even more acceptable that the city of Minneapolis act like they don't even care because it was just another kid shot in the black community. That's what makes it even more worser. Because if this was anywhere else and the way that our kids got shot, they would have shut the city down.
Right.
These kids got shot execution style. All 3 of these kids got hit in the head. Wow. They didn't get hit in their body, they got hit in the head. And for this not to be taken serious, that's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable, it's unacceptable, because at the end of the day, this is my life.
Yeah.
That I continue to live this nightmare over and over again because I am Davion's caregiver. So I'm with Davion 24/7. So to see him like he is, that's painful. It's hurtful, it's painful, and it's more painful that it may be somebody I know.
Right.
Oof.
It may be somebody that my family know.
Come on.
Wow.
For someone to be keeping this a secret, it hurt. Because now I have to look at everyone differently.
Right.
I have to live my life differently. Because everyone is subject to me.
Right.
Everyone could be that person or know that person.
Like you said,
and
somebody
holding
knows
it.
something.
Yeah, someone knows something. You know, so I just feel like the community failed our families. I feel like, I ain't gonna say the police failed our families, but what I am gonna say is I feel like the mayor, the governor, I feel like y'all should be doing a little bit more for our families. Y'all should be the reward should be a little bit more for our children.
Right.
Right.
Y'all should be pressing the issue a little bit more for our children.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, y'all home and y'all comfortable with y'all children. Our children is the one that's in danger. Our children is the one that we got to go see at the cemetery, or we got to look laying in a hospital bed. This is our life.
Yeah.
So for it not to be taken serious, I have a problem with that.
Absolutely. And was everything on the news? Like, how much news coverage was they giving?
I mean, there
y'all?
was a lot of news coverage, but I mean, after a couple months, it just
it just
life
goes cold
on.
to them. That's
Life goes on. Here it is 2 years later, and we still don't know nothing. It's as if it's still day one for us.
which is crazy because you would think if they really did care, news stations would like make it a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Like this is
You
just
know,
a reminder,
I
y'all.
can't say
You know.
that they haven't, because I have had news stations that reach out to me monthly to check on Davion and get an update
Okay.
on Davion. I can't say that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, as far as our detectives, homicide, y'all should be beating the block down for our kids.
Right.
Somebody knows something. Press them.
Yeah.
Press that issue. Put their backs against the wall. Somebody gonna come out talking.
Yep.
That it ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about that. Someone's going to say something. Y'all got to press it though.
Yeah.
Y'all can't just sweep that under the rug. These were babies. Babies. When did it become that we wasn't able to play in our yard? When did it become that we wasn't able to lay in our home?
Right.
When did it become that we wasn't able to go out and feed our kids? McDonald's. When did it become that you weren't able to ride around in the car with your parents? When did that become?
Right.
We got memories. We all older. It ain't nobody sitting in this room can say we don't got no childhood memories.
Right.
What have our kids got? 9 times out of 10, they can't go play in their front yard. If they go play in their front yard, somebody better be out there holding a gun, because ain't no telling what can happen at any period point of time. When did it become that you ain't able to walk to the park, go to the corner store and get you a candy bar, that you got to be worried about if your child gonna get back home? That's sad.
It is.
It's sad and it's sickening that it's not being talked about enough.
It's a reality.
Yes.
Right? Wow.
Yes, and it's a scary reality, because not only at first it was men. Now here it is, our kids and women.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody safe.
Like no one's safe. There's a target on everyone at this point.
I live on the south side, and I don't let my 13-year-old go to the corner store. But he's
I'm in
13 years
fear.
old.
I'm in fear now of my grandkids. My grandkids is with me all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I have a fear. I have a fear. Not only did I fail Davion from this happening to him, that I got to protect all of my grandkids now. Because that's what's on my shoulders.
Right.
Because I have a fear of them going outside in the community if I'm not around with them.
Yes.
Because I know I'm going to watch them, and I hope the person that they with gonna watch them, but who's to say that other person ain't gonna be on something?
Right.
You know, and that's sad.
Monda, do you mind sharing with us a little bit about Davion? Like kind of
Davion,
his life, and like who is Davion? Like what kind of kid is he?
before this happened to Davion wanted to be a mayor. Davion was an A student. Davion used to cry. You know how you could tell your kids someday, okay, baby, you can stay home from school today.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Davion. He will cry. I want to go to school.
Wow.
He used to read to the kindergartners. He was a big basketball fan. He was a big gamer. Even before this happened, him and Stephen Curry he loved it, the Golden State Warriors. He didn't have birthday parties of the Golden State Warriors. This was something that he loved.
He's super fan.
And then it went from when Davion got shot, they gave Davion 72 hours. The doctors told us to prepare ourselves.
Wow.
I told them, y'all don't know about the power of Jesus. Give me a room and let me go to praying to my God because I know what he can do. Here it is 2 years later, and my baby is breathing on his own.
Continues to defy
He had a trach. Davion went through several brain surgeries, and he still lives right now with the bullet in his head. They cannot remove the bullet out of his head. My baby is wheelchair bound. He can't walk or talk. So how is this acceptable, or how are you keeping a secret? Because at the end of the day, this could be your child too. While you laying up next to him or her, they could be plotting on your child next.
Amen.
Question
so
for you.
You better go to talking while you can before it be your child, because you don't want this pain knocking on your door.
Absolutely.
This pain never goes away. It's not that just because Davion he was a survivor. Davion fights every day to live. Every day to live. He's not out of the woods because he's home.
Right.
My baby has a bullet in his head. Davion is a fighter because he has a will to live. But one thing for sure and two for certain, before this happened, my grandson knew God. My grandson went to church. He knew God. So when all of this had happened, him and God already had discussed this. All you got to do is rest and let me do the rest. That's all you got to do. And ever since then, Davion started breathing on his own. Davion stayed in the hospital for 6 months. 6 months. He had 4 brain surgeries. 4 brain surgeries. He went through seizures. He went through a lot. So.
But he's still I saw that video of y'all at that Golden State, and he's sitting there seeing the smile on that young man's face when you were going live that day was just beautiful to see.
That gave me clarification, because at the end of the day, we really don't know what level Davion is on, because he's not able to talk. But we do know this for sure. He understands what's going on.
Absolutely.
Because if we didn't know, Sunday we got good clarification that he knew who was in front of him. Yeah. He knew where he was at, and he knew he was enjoying himself and having fun. And that's all that mattered to me.
What a beautiful thing.
That's all that mattered to me.
Did Golden State kind of come together for y'all like that?
Actually, they had seen Junior had got a makeover, a room makeover for his birthday, a Golden State Warriors room makeover. And I guess the agents seen it from the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. So they had got in touch with the news people here, and they got in touch with us. But when I got to the game, I never knew about the suite. I never knew about him meeting Stephen Curry. So it was all surprise to us.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
when we got there, I'm thinking that we just finna go to our seats and sit down for a normal game.
Right.
And there was somebody there had a sign with our name on it and told us to come on upstairs. And when we got upstairs, they had a suite laid out for him. And after that, they said that Curry wanted to meet Davion, and after the game we went down there, and he told Davion, he said, not only do I play for the Golden State Warriors, but you're a warrior. You give me hope and courage.
That's
he
beautiful.
said, you know what we gonna do? I'm gonna try to win you another championship just for you, because you're a warrior.
That's what's up.
And he hugged Davion and gave Davion, and Davion just went to smiling. That gave me so much joy. That gave me so much joy and clarification.
Your strength, both of y'all's strength all of y'all is so unmatched. I mean, I can't even begin to fathom the idea of losing someone like this. And we just praise y'all for your strength and everything y'all hold together.
I got to have strength. If he can fight, I know I can fight.
Yeah. And Miss Monda, if you don't mind, I'd like to just kind of.
You supposed to wait till the ear for the.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Y'all know that.
You ain't.
Thank you for sharing that, though, Monda. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Marsha.
Miss Marsha. So you lost your 3-year-olds. Is what we hear. Your 3-year-olds.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Our deepest condolences.
Amen. Thank you.
Would you like to share with us about your son and your story, please?
Junior was a real bright little daredevil. I'm not gonna stunt. My son was something else. I remember having to put up 3 kid gates just so he wouldn't get out the house.
Like Spider-Man, it's all over the place. Yeah.
When I say Junior cheated death a couple of times. Junior used to sneak out the house on 27th. You know where Broadway gas station is.
Yep. Okay.
Back then it was empty. And our apartment, you could just look in the window and straight see the gas station.
Right.
When I say big man and them used to bring them back because Junior don't stop traffic going to the gas station. Man, but December 27th, December 26th, my kids never got sick. And Junior had got a slight little cold. And me and Greg said, we gonna wait till at least 5 o'clock and walk to the store.
Yeah.
With knowing how the north side is.
Yeah.
We waited. Junior still sneezing. I say, okay, mommy finna go get you some medicine. Who'd have thought that'd be my last time saying bye to my child, leaving out the door. Like, and that's something I don't do on a regular. So it's not in me.
Yeah.
My whole day was just threw off. Like, my son came to me talking about, Mom, it's a bow and arrow stuck in the middle of our house. Somebody been out here hunting. I'm like, what? He burned the arrow. You know, sometimes your first mind is, let me get my kids and get up out of here.
Yeah, 100%.
You wouldn't think nothing like that.
Yeah.
When Mr. and Mrs. C was staying next door to me. But my first mind, I didn't follow it. I should have got on up out of there. Later on that evening, we getting ready to sit down and eat the rest of Christmas leftovers. I'm looking for my chitlins. Man, the person who I was with, Greg, couldn't stand chitlins. Greg took my chitlins and threw them in the cabinet. So I'm like, okay, well, forget it. I'm going to go ahead and walk to the store and get the medicine for the kids.
Yeah.
Come on, Greg, let's go get the medicine for the kids since you want to throw away my chitlins.
Right.
Me and Greg leave out, stop at his cousin's house. Before we could even take our coat off, my sister Lola calling me saying, it's been a shooting. What you mean a shooting? I don't even hear it. We right here. What do you mean? Sure enough, Greg turned around. Greg beat me to the house. He left me in the middle of the block, and Junior was down on the floor. I can say this much, y'all. It's been a decade, and my thoughts with the police is way different. Should no sergeant, no one tell you, if technology would have been good enough back then, we would have caught Terrell's killer by now.
Wow.
So I don't have respect for this state. I don't have respect for the police right now. I don't have respect for the government officials. None of that right now. Until they can bring me something. Why I say something? There is no way a 3-year-old should have been killed when there's a reverend stay across the street from him. And it happened off the side of his garage. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. God saw it, and some people on that block saw it.
Yeah.
Right.
You saw it.
Have there been any leads at all?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing. Out of the last 10 years,
10
nothing.
years. $60,000 reward, right?
Yeah.
And nothing.
Nothing. Only a detective telling me that the technology wasn't good enough.
What happened to good old-fashioned police work?
What happened to you thinking and searching and busting down these houses and doing what you're supposed to be doing? Because that's how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, in Chicago, ain't no way a baby killer supposed to run this long. The streets gonna turn them in quick.
Right. And that's when we talked with KG, when you were on the show, that was one of the things that bothered us a lot too. It's like when it comes to kids, especially, there should be no question about it at all. No. You know what I mean? And it's just so sad that all of y'all are still looking for the people that did this to change y'all's lives, who've taken loved ones from y'all. It's not fair, and it's just not okay at all. And again, we're so sorry to hear about this, y'all. And
listen, since Junior got killed, it has been a lot of death with babies and a lot of shooting with babies. I can go back to far as in Bear death, Junior death, King's death, the little boy who got shot in his leg while going to the store with his daddy, the baby over south, Aniya, Ladavionne, Trinity. Listen, it was Nazelle, then London. It was London, then it's also Sherez, the 14-year-old. It's too many.
I mean, the fact that you have to say the list goes on and on.
You know?
Of our babies.
Yeah.
Babies. These are babies that haven't even got a chance to begin life.
Yeah.
And got robbed of their life.
You rob us.
We had a future mayor, you know.
And who's to say? But
what you mean? Wait a minute.
I'm going to tell y'all about my God, though. When it's all said and done, Davion will be walking and talking again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This little boy has come too far to quit now.
Absolutely.
He's a warrior. He got a will to live, and he shall live.
Absolutely.
And he will live the way that he wants to live. He may not be 100%, but he gonna be enough percent where he gonna be able to take care of himself and stand on his own 2 feet and give y'all his testimony. Because he definitely got the testimony. He's just going through the test now.
Ooh, right.
The testimony's gonna come, and when it come, it's gonna rock everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody. Y'all just keep on praying and keep the faith, because when prayers go up, blessings come down.
Living proof,
and my grandson will be walking and talking by the grace of God.
Absolutely.
But until he does, I'm going to talk. I'm going to interview. I'm going to beat the streets. Right. I'm going to do everything in my power to fight for him until he's able to fight for himself. So people may get tired of me. They may get tired of hearing Ladavion's name, but I don't care, because I'm not going to stop. Because if this was at y'all door, y'all wouldn't stop either. Exactly. This is a pain that I don't want no one to ever have to go through.
Absolutely.
Ever. Even my worst enemy. I wouldn't pray for this type of pain. This pain is unbearable pain. To see him like he is daily, that's unbearable.
Now see, that's
unbearable.
That's the part.
And for somebody to do it to him, somebody did this to him. And keeping it a secret. A secret.
Cowards, man.
You was a coward. Because at the end of the day, I can understand. I'm from the streets. I was raised in the streets. So I understand things happen. I understand that. But at the end of the day, once you realize that you didn't hit your target, or what you was intended to hit, and realize that you hit a baby, your conscience should have came forward.
That's right.
Your conscience.
You can't keep all of your soul
You
after
can't.
that.
But one thing for sure and two for certain, you may think you got away with it, but karma has no expiration date.
Absolutely not.
No expiration date. And one thing for sure and two for certain, God sees all.
Vengeance is God.
Absolutely.
And the vengeance is God, and vengeance is his, and he will have it. He will have it.
Sure will. You can't go out here and kill a baby and then go home and play with your own and think it's okay.
Wow. I hope a lot of y'all are hearing what they're saying, man. Wow. I mean, this is powerful. You know, again, this strength out of y'all is just, I can't even begin to express it. And you said it's been a decade, and have they kind of like closed?
Junior is a cold case.
Oh my gosh.
You hear me? They don't want to make it to that. Right. Because when you're a cold case, you're just a box with a number on it, sitting in a closet, waiting on someone to pick it up and say, "Oh, let me think about what could have,
Let me dust
what
this off."
went
Right.
wrong." Yes.
Yeah.
Let me dust this
Especially
off.
them saying like, if we had the technology then, we have now. Like, well, you have it now. So what are you
Exactly.
gonna do about it now? You know, there's proof with
too
cold cases
old.
that they can get that paper trail
They
back.
too old though, y'all. Come on now, be real. Listen, Lieutenant Zimmerman is old as he's old.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a lot of people behind these seats that are old and need to be removed.
Absolutely.
With
Okay,
the
y'all
old
got
and with the
married
new.
now. Y'all got married now. Let's see what she gonna do. But come on, y'all gotta remember that's still a prosecutor's mind frame
Right.
at the end of the day. See, people wasn't ready for that, but I am.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, my child killer, he only gonna get 8 months if he get caught. What is 8 months
What is
compared
it?
to Junior's life
Yeah.
that he could have lived? 8 months ain't nothing.
No. That's insane that they
gotta
would even
raise
think
them.
that way.
And you see how it is, how it work now since life done changed, since Junior got took from me. You see him? We're unacceptable. When you see me, you gonna see him.
Yeah.
My other kids, they grown now. But guess what? I'm so daily activity in their life. I can tell you what they doing right now.
Yeah.
Both of them at work.
Because
one
you
working
got
in
to
the
be
hospital
so
and one
scared and
working
so
at
worried
T-Mobile.
about it
Yeah.
because you never
You got
know. Because you have that fear of losing another child,
Yeah.
or that fear that another child could be shot.
Yes.
So the child that you have, or the children that you're around, you're going to huddle them. You're going
Man.
to, in their space because you're so scared and so worried about something happening.
I just told them
And
the other
that's
day.
no way to live.
I
your
wish I
life,
was little
man.
again. I wish they was little again so I could pick them up and let's go. Let's get away from here.
Yes.
But they're grown. They love it here.
Right.
So now I'm stuck.
And
So sorry.
let me say something real quick. I wanted my sisters to share. And I'm so glad they're here. So, my mom had 4 boys.
Right back, Gene.
My mom had 4 boys, so I didn't have any sisters. It's really something. God gave my sisters through tragedy. These became my sisters through tragedy in 2011. And Marsha, I know you'll never forget it. I remember walking up to Marsha, standing next to Marsha and saying, "Marsha, do you see all these people out here?" I said, and I give it 10, 15 minutes. They're all going to be gone. And it's just going to be me and you standing here.
Right.
After them cameras get
Showing off.
Everybody left. And it was me and her
Oh, I'm a firm believer in
standing there.
Right.
that. The cameras
Right.
leave, everybody leave.
And I said, I'm with you through this whole thing. Not knowing, and which I've been that, exactly, standing next to her. Every interview, every camera, you know, and saying over and over, yours could be next. Yours could be next. Not knowing Ladavionne was going to be next.
Right.
Not knowing Aniya, Trinity, or other kids was going to be next. But something that y'all said a minute ago that's really terrifying to me, terrifying that I don't think I can deal with. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to deal with, but I do know that no matter what I'm going through, that I still need to be here for them. I need to be there for him. I need to be there for Ladavionne. So I gotta stay focused. But the worst nightmare is to be here some decades later doing an interview with Marsha again. Now she got quadruple decades.
Right.
There was no justice for our children either. You know what I
So
mean?
that really makes us think like, where's our hope at?
Exactly.
Where's our hope
man.
at?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if this is going on 10 years for Marsha with her child that was in his home, what do we got to look forward to? What are y'all doing so differently for our children?
Or are you gonna do something
Or
different?
are you going to?
Are you gonna do something different?
Because at the end of the day, I feel as though I should be getting phone calls. I should be getting updates. I should be getting something to let me know that you haven't forgot about him. Even if you call me once a week, once a month, let me know that Ladavionne is still on y'all roster of being investigated. I don't get nothing.
Forget that.
Nothing.
What they should have been doing is, listen, Ladavionne is still alive.
Yeah.
They should have been and moved Monda, put her somewhere. I still have a kid. They should have been and put me in something and moved us somewhere.
Yeah.
You do not leave those type of families still out here in this shit.
Exactly. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You feel me? They don't do nothing. Nothing.
They released him right back to the hood that the hood did to him. It took for me to get up and uproot and say, my grandson, when he leaves out of this hospital, my grandson will not be coming back to the same place that put him there. Amen. My grandson didn't even live here. My grandson lived in St. Cloud. They came down here that weekend to drop him off at his mother's mom house. If my grandson was in St. Cloud, who's to say that this wouldn't even happen? But it don't matter that it happened because he's coming to see his grandmother on the weekend. We used to love to go to school during the week. Oh, we could go to our grandparents' house on the weekend. Oh, we jumping off the school bus Friday. Mom, you got our bags already packed and ready.
Let's go.
So that's him. He loved it being around his grandpa. And then on top of that, Ladavionne was the only grandkid for 6 years on both ends. He was the firstborn grandkid. So he was spoiled, you know. So my thing is, not only was it Ladavionne out there, it was a lot of other kids out there. It was a lot of other people out there. This was close by a school. This in school hours. This could have turned bad. This could have been more than just Ladavionne. Y'all didn't even give a care in the world that it were children out here when y'all started shooting. Y'all don't even look around to see or to make sure that your target is who you're going to hit. Y'all shooting blindly and stupidly. So when y'all shooting blindly and stupidly, y'all should be convicted blindly and stupidly. Let's make an example out of them. Stop giving them, oh, here go. Oh, he got caught with a gun in March. Oh, he got caught with a gun in June. Oh, he got caught with a gun in September. Oh, now we want to send him to prison. Now here it is, June of next year, because he done shot 2 or 3 people. But y'all been catching him with a gun 3-4 times. He gave y'all a warning before self-destruction. Y'all allowed it to happen. Our judges, our courts, we got to get more tougher and more firmer on these baby killers.
Exactly.
These are baby killers.
Imagine having that title. Like, how could you even live with yourself?
Man,
with that, you know?
how can you even live with yourself knowing that you did that to a child?
Or how could you live with yourself, Marsha, Monda and Marsha, if you know? It's more than them know.
Oh, yes.
There's other people who know. How y'all living with yourself? Y'all must got to stay drunk or high all day, self-medication, something, because there's no way humanly possible I would be able to do that.
Let me tell you something. I got 4 kids.
Absolutely.
I got 4 kids. And me as a mother, like I said, I'm from the streets. But one thing for sure and 2 for certain, if any one of my kids would have came to me and said, Mom, I got in a situation and I hit a baby. Well, you know what? That situation is you got to stand up and be a man. You got to stand 10 toes down for your mistake. And we got to go turn you in, baby. We got to.
What KG said.
Everybody got to pay the piper.
Everybody got to pay a piper because you got to. If you don't stand up, you'll fall for anything. And if you a man or a woman, you got to stand 10 toes down for your mistake. Because at the end of the day, you shot a child. And y'all know this. Y'all know this. It's 2 years later. And you still there with your family, with your kids, living your life. But where's Ladavionne at? Going to doctor's appointments. Got to go to this neurologist. Got to go to this specialist. Got to go to this therapy. Got to go through this.
He's supposed to be doing kid things.
Where's his memories? He got robbed of his memories.
Oh my gosh.
And it's quiet. It should be no reason in the world at 12 years old, I got to be worried about trying to find a van to get my grandson a wheelchair accessible van, to get my grandson to the hospital, to his doctor's appointments, to therapy, or even to go look at the Holidazzle parade. He wants to live life. Why do he got to be subject to just going to school and home? If he wants to live life, he's still breathing. He should be able to enjoy life. He can go on family vacations, but I can't do that because the state only allows so much money or funding for families that is unbelievable, because at the end of the day, the city of North Minneapolis, this blood is on y'all hands.
Amen.
This blood is on y'all's hands.
Speaking of what you just said,
if 19
go ahead
people,
and then I'm gonna ask.
If 19 people, forget the state, if 19 people gave $1,000, that would be $19,000.
Yes, it would.
Okay, for a child, a small child, a young child who was shot in the head, you mean to tell me that don't touch your heart? Somebody who $1,000 is nothing to them, they probably throw it away every day. I see people go to the casino and throw away thousands of dollars a week.
I mean, just think about the holidays coming up right now.
Yeah, man, come on, man. It's not that hard. If it was in another community, they'd have had that day. Here you go. You need the van. Bang.
He wouldn't have left the hospital with all his needs.
You know what
and
I
wants.
mean?
And what people fail to realize is this here. Ladavionne has a lot of monthly expenses. The state only pays so much and does so much. At the end of the day, it's not as if I'm asking for anything.
Right.
What I am asking for is for my grandson to have some type of normal life. What I am asking for is when I take my other grandkids to Target, I want to take Junior to Target too.
Right.
When we go to Walmart on Saturday mornings, I want to take Junior with us too.
Right.
Why does Junior got to stay home? Because I don't have the necessary transportation to get him to where he needs to go.
So having that van would help out tremendously.
That will help out tremendously. Do y'all know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this story, and then I'm gonna stop. When I took Junior to the game Sunday, to the Golden State Warriors game, we went through a company. The company came back to get us to pick us up from the game. It was either leave right then with the company, or have Junior not be able to do an interview with Stephen Curry for him to meet Stephen Curry. So I had to pick which one was for Junior. Thank God that my brother and them was there, and where we were able to let the medical cab go and be able to get Junior home, for Junior to be able to live out his wish to meet Stephen Curry, because this was what
Like
he
his
always
idol.
had wanted.
Right.
Big shout out to everybody involved in that. Yes.
My support team is amazing.
Yes.
You know, but why should I have been able to say, all right, I wouldn't even have to call them. I would have drove Junior down there, and we would have left when it was over and put him in the car with the rest of the grandkids, and we would have came on home. I'm not asking for a lot, but what I am asking for is I need help with transportation for my grandson.
Exactly.
And that's what the GoFundMe circulated around, right? So and if correct me if I'm right, you said about 19,335, right?
Yes. That's the good. The state allowed him to get a grant to get it mobilized.
So it's a van that you're gonna get. Got you.
Yes.
So I hope y'all, when you're watching this, I hope you understand exactly what they're asking for and letting you know, just like KG said, I mean, everything, monies shouldn't be an issue when it comes to this stuff, you know. So Gene and I both said, like, from LUP WGJ, you know, we're gonna be donating $100 in there, throw 100 in there for y'all. Just to kind of show how easy this is, y'all, to be able to do, you know, and like takes a second to do. We'll make sure that the links will be on all social medias.
I see a couple people on here asking what the link is. It will be on Gene and Jay page, but it's also on my page. It's on KG page.
I have a post.
It's shared. It's shared. Marsha, it's shared. So all y'all got to do is go on social media and look it up. And please, I'm not asking for a lot. I know it's Christmas. I know it's the holidays. And I know everyone has a family. But what I am asking for is, let's give Davion some type of normalcy to life. Let's help my grandbaby be able to enjoy life. He want to ride around and look at Christmas lights.
too.
He want to go see Santa. He can take pictures with Santa. He want to go to the mall too. He want to enjoy life. Exactly. So let's give that to him. He deserves it. He fights every day. Yeah. We have a warrior. Y'all, let's help this warrior to live life and enjoy life.
Absolutely.
One thing Marsha said, thank you, Marsha, at the beginning, and exactly
come over there.
And exactly what she just said too is, if you notice, we personally have not asked for anything for us.
Right.
Marsha started out beginning and said they need to put more money into the reward money, because it's sad that we live in a community where you got to pay folks to tell on child shooters and killers. But if that's what it takes, some money, we don't care about that. I done said it many a times. You can have that and whatever I got.
And more.
Because she said it, this is a pain and a hurt that don't go away. It don't go away. But this is about getting something off of you. You that know. It ain't just about if the money is going to help you, that's cool, but you think it's the money. If you know who did this to our children and you were the one to bring the justice, you will see that money ain't really what it is when you get that burden off of you. When you get that burden off of you, that you know who did this. But like I said, people in the community, man, that's what it should be about.
Yeah.
If it's about that, if it's about money for somebody to bring justice to children, innocent children in a community that have been shot and killed, come on, man. That don't make no sense. It should not be going this long. Marsha should not
be a no-brainer
doing an interview about 10 years later since 2011. There's still no justice and a 3-year-old baby was shot. Come on, man. No, it's not going to go away. We're not going to stop talking about it, not as long as I'm breathing.
Where the new man at?
I'm going to be there.
Yeah,
We're going to be there.
Yep.
We got to do it ourselves and continue to bring this into the community, man.
Yeah.
These are our children. And like Marsha said, you might not like it.
Yeah.
But yours could be next.
Yeah.
I stood next to her. I remember when Davion was shot, and I remember saying a prayer, saying I hope none of our children get shot today. And only hours later, my granddaughter was shot.
I did an interview on Broadway literally 2 days before Aniya got shot. And I said, it will be another kid.
Yep.
Right.
And 2 days later, it was shown up another kid.
Another kid.
Wow.
Because of
Trinity.
Where is our community? Where's our community? You know what your kids out here doing. Everything. This code of silence has to stop among kids.
It's got to.
But see,
especially kids.
It's not just about our kids too. Cause let me tell y'all something. In the schools, they then took away God, and they also push off on our kids. Oh, if your mama don't want to do this or do that, you can call child protection on her. Look at that baby who just killed his mama because she didn't want to buy him a game.
In Wisconsin,
a game. Look at that little boy.
And still ordered the game when his mama dead.
When his mama dead in the house.
When did this happen?
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
Oh my God.
So people gotta stop fearing this child protection. Man, forget child protection. Whoop your kid's ass.
Yeah.
Because say they like to say mine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know your kid ain't legal. Take it up out of there.
Yeah.
Call the police and tell them to come and get it.
Exactly.
If you ain't a mama like me, listen, our tragedy, it made me, yes, we gotta watch our back at the same time.
Yeah.
Me and my kids are legal. Yes, we are. We do. Everyone is a suspect in our eyes.
Yeah.
Everyone. Until I find this killer, ain't nobody safe.
Exactly.
No, you a suspect. Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah.
How
are your kids doing, by the way?
Listen here.
Were they older?
They was 12 at the time.
No, I'm saying were they older than the child?
Yeah.
Okay, Terrell. Yeah. Okay.
And now
to lose a little brother.
Ezra's finna be 23 in February.
Wow.
And Tay is not Tay no more. Tay is Blue. And Blue, she is finna be 22. And of course, my real just turned 13 on the 10th. So come on now.
Yeah.
When they did that to Ladavionne, think about it.
It's
my
changing
real was
everybody.
that age. That's still another attack on a kid that I felt like happened all over again in my own home.
I mean, and the trauma these kids are going through as well on top of y'all. You know what I mean? It's so
They
sad.
don't realize
you know?
it. That's why I said the government also don't pay attention to the other kids that we have that these tragedies that happen to. Because see, those are the kids that grow up dismembraned up here and be ready to pick up something and do something to somebody else because of the tragedy that they didn't had and they never had justice from.
Right.
Like, whatever happened to just fight it out and get it done, or just walk away? You know, like, so many kids nowadays are so quick to jump on these guns.
Cowards.
Like
Because they
can't handle they can't handle a bad conversation. You know, right?
See, we came up like that. We took a butt whooping and probably.
If you got to get out there every day and fight.
Yeah.
If I got to
Exactly.
fight you every day until eventually I'm going to
We
whoop
did
you.
that.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
we got to fight every day, we're going to get out here in the field.
Yeah.
Big
You
Mama
know,
used to
the
tell
first
you,
thing
get out
they
there.
want to do is grab a gun because you're a coward. You can't take that butt whooping.
Yeah.
And with social media, they can't take the humiliation.
Nope.
So the
Right.
first thing you want to do is now you done jacked your life off for trying to please your homeboy or your homegirl.
Or just 'cause you got your feelings hurt or something,
$5-10
yeah.
on that conversary.
Right.
You ain't gonna get nothing
Not
off
even
that
a visit.
commissary, and you might not even get a visit because out of sight, out of mind.
Amen.
So my thing is this here: while you harboring and holding on to somebody, karma is real.
Yes.
Exactly.
Karma has no expiration date, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not going to stop
Oh.
fighting for Ladavionne Garrett. I'm not going to. You may think you won, but
you're
I'm
not.
coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
We not going.
I'm
They winning if they still
coming.
We here for a reason.
My grandson will get justice one way or the other.
Yep.
He will get it.
Absolutely.
And one way or the other, he will be walking and talking. Y'all mark my words
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
You know, in every we all of us, we come from the streets, so we know what's happening. But I want to say this real quick because it haven't been mentioned. But in every community where we come from, the streets, Chicago, wherever, in every community, it's not the whole community that are shooters. It's only a certain few shooters in every area of a community. And people know who they is.
Yeah.
People in their families know who in their family is the shooter or shooters. Every block know who the shooter. They know. They've been knowing for years. Some of these people out here been shooting people, kids, for years. You know what I'm saying? And they might be related to a politician. They might be related to a community actor, whatever, somebody, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Sweep it under the rug.
Exactly. And then, you know, so they sweep it under the rug, but they know who they are and they refuse to turn in their own family. But just like Monda said, just like Marsha said, just like y'all heard me say, I'm gonna get close in the camera so y'all can hear me. It was our children then. But guess what? Those people who you didn't turn in and they homies that's out here shooting, man,
They still out there.
yours could be next. We telling you right now. Y'all know who these shooters is. Like Mona said, they don't care about no kids, no nothing. They just shoot. They just get a gun and start shooting.
Yeah.
Guess what? Your kid could be the next at the grocery store, by the school, by the corner store, at the gas station. Because these little monsters that's out here today are heartless, careless, like Monda said, no spirituality, no God, conscience, nothing.
They
Don't care, no respect for
These
their
kids don't have a
elders.
conscience.
They don't have a conscience. And if you're not hearing us, we begging you to hear us right now.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta do everything in your area, your community, to protect your children. Like Monda said, now she gotta worry about her other babies.
Yeah.
Because these people are still out here. Still out here, man.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say
It is.
that us three that sit here, parents here, grandparents, parents, are gonna sadly be watching the news and hearing about that these same fools or they homies, child shooters and killers, shot yours.
And y'all know what? It's even worse and sadder. What's even sadder is everybody be saying sometimes they don't see why our kids that's 16 and up is carrying these guns. Well, I'm going to tell y'all why. Because I had an episode one day when Izzy was 17 or was he 16? I can't remember if he was 16 or 17. But we was at the gas station on 42nd and Lindale. And Ezra went in the store first. Ezra went in there and got him some chips. Man, Ezra is tall. You know what I'm saying? My kids did. When he was 16, 17, he did pass to look like he was a grown man.
Yeah.
But a grown man walked up on my child with a gun, talking about, hey, you robbed me. Hold on, pimp. I came around that corner so quick and up on him. Hey,
yeah.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's 16. He's my child. And I know he couldn't have robbed you because he was in the house with his mama.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, you can put that down and I can put mine down.
Yeah.
But yes, some of our kids do have to get out here and get legal because some of these adults is out here doing wrong to our kids.
And they don't, like you're saying, that people don't even have full facts of who it is. Like,
That's the thing.
it could have went down right then and there without him even fully knowing if that was even the person or
But you
not.
was willing to risk your life.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, if you would have shot him or it killed him, you still was willing to risk your life
Without even
knowing the whole fact of the situation of the story.
How many of our kids we've lost to that fact right there? Just that idealism is just goes back to show that these kids are cowards. You know what I mean? And kids without direction that are just angry at the world and taking it out any way they want. And, you know, everybody's hurting. You know, and no one's doing nothing about it. Like y'all said, the states, the lawyers, the judges, these new officials, these new electives.
Just like now.
The community is the first ones that's got supposed to do something about it.
Yeah.
Them is outsiders we talking about.
Yeah.
The community are the ones that's supposed to do something about it.
Remember that post was going trending around? They said, we don't call cops, we call our people.
Do nothing without
So where are they?
Information.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are people at? Because at the end of the day, this was us.
Exactly.
So where is us at right now?
I can say
because this was us.
I could say one of us is about to do something real big. See, everybody thinking, I kept telling folks a few months ago, like, it's finna be a lot of stuff closed down. It is. Y'all don't need to shop. Y'all don't need to come outside. What do y'all need to come outside for? Y'all blew Harvey down onto the expressway. He had family. He was teaching our kids. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Rosedale Mall, Maplewood Mall, everything finna close down soon. It's finna be a lot of change.
Not lying.
They bringing more apartments because it's a lot of homelessness too.
Yeah.
But guess what else is finna slow down? Y'all with y'all killing, because soon it ain't gonna be no gun shops. And they digging deeper. They starting to dig deeper on doing the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's one particular people that I know for sure who finna change something on Broadway. And he told y'all a few months ago. A big drug dealer told him, you can't, if you want to run this, you gotta buy it. So guess what our people been starting to do? Buy.
Bye.
They buying it. And in a couple of more years, it's gonna be new stuff.
Didn't the church buy the murder station?
Oh yeah, and he gonna tear
No,
that
not the
something-
murder station, a Fremont. I thought it was.
Oh,
Yeah, Marathon.
The Marathon.
And he gonna
Yeah, I
tear
thought
it down in
that
a
was-
couple of years, baby, and expand his church.
Black on,
You
black
can't sell
on.
drugs in front of a church.
Yeah.
Right.
What you gonna do? You gonna kill in front of God now? They working on Broadway and Lindale. They coming. They coming.
And then y'all also said, so the rewards are still out there as well. And it sucks that we even have to bring that up.
Yeah.
But y'all, there are those rewards. Money is out there. If that's what you want to say
I keep
something.
saying that. And let me tell y'all this, as far as this reward money.
Right.
You will never be revealed.
Real.
We will never know
Who you are.
You are.
Never.
Get that money. Please tell what you know. Help me to get justice. Help me to
absolutely.
get some type of closure so I can rest that night.
Yep.
Help me to get some type of closure where I don't look at people differently. Help me to get an understanding as to why. Because at the end of the day, all I want to know is why did it take you so long? Why? Why didn't your conscience never eat you up?
Man.
Why? Why once you realize that this was a 10-year-old child that you hit in the head, not the arm, not the leg, you hit in the head, man. And you still live to keep that a secret.
And like KG said, like, how can you walk around knowing you have that on your chest? And then also, like, people, you can't have that on your soul. Like, somebody out there's unraveling. You know what I mean? Someone's wilding out because something's eating away at. Exactly. Like, who's not talking about it? Like, you know, a friend of yours has been acting real weird for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Something's eating away at somebody. And so you got to know something. It's unbelievable that none of y'all have gotten justice yet. You know, I mean, Aniya, when you were talking about it, I mean, you're still going hard, you know, like trying to make sure people know, say their names.
How can we not go hard? Because at the end of the day, these are our loved ones. So if the city or other people forget, how can we forget?
Not gonna happen.
Now, just like now, it's Christmas. This Davion's biggest holiday. He'll be trying to unravel the gifts right now and try to tape them back up. You know, turning them on the other side. You know, no, they ain't shaking. They open them up, but they trying to tape it back and try to wrap it back like I do before I can see it. But he can't do that now.
You got the grandma special way you wrap it.
He can't do that, because I know, because they sneaky. So he can't do that now. What gave you the right to take that from him? What gave you that right?
Who made them judge, jury, and
Who gave you that right that my grandson can't enjoy Christmas or birthdays or Thanksgiving? What gave y'all the right to take him from his childhood? He deserves justice. He deserves better. He deserves to live life. And he deserves to get the person that did this justice.
That's right.
Get off these streets. Because who's to say he didn't do this to another child?
Exactly.
Who's to say he didn't do this to another person? How are you laying with someone that you know shot a child? How? Because one thing for sure, if we don't know nothing else, black folks talk. You can't tell me you ain't said something to somebody. And somebody that knows something. You can't tell me that.
Absolutely.
So therefore, we deserve justice for our community, for our babies.
You and the person who you told shouldn't even be living right.
Man, and whoever holding it, your karma coming too.
For real.
Your karma coming.
Because you holding it.
God has no expiration date on karma. Karma is real. So I'm glad y'all did this for our families.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that y'all keeping our name and our kids alive for our families. I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of y'all lives to even still keep talking about our babies.
Absolutely.
Because this is our life. You know what? I laugh all the time, but I laugh to keep from crying.
You got to.
Because I had so much hate and anger building up that I had to release that in order to continue to get my blessings, in order to continue to take care of my grandson.
I mean, you're live alone when y'all was at the game. You know, you could hear the pain in your voice, but you're trying to be strong, trying to show that.
Because I
give him a good
say,
time, and
if he can fight, I know I can too.
And when you were saying it, he cracked that smile.
I had a whole heart attack at Ladavionne's bedside. I had a heart attack 2 weeks after my grandson got shot. I had a heart attack. Thank God when I had the heart attack, I was at the hospital and had it at his bedside. But see, God left me here for a purpose, for a reason. He already knew this was already written. He knew I would be okay, and he knew I would be a survivor. And he knew that I would be Ladavionne's voice until Ladavionne could get a voice. I'm going to fight for my grandson every day of my life.
Yes.
I'm going to fight for him.
Absolutely.
And when he's able to talk, he's going to rock the world with his testimony. Y'all just keep on watching.
I love that. And y'all going to make sure, like we said, we will have the GoFundMe, all right, for Monda and her family on our social media sites. all across the board. Marsha, as far as you go, like what else can we do to help you as well?
Terrell has land. Terrell has a memorial land garden across from Reverend McAfee's church.
Okay.
I do take donations.
26 in Bryant.
Yeah. I do take donations through that for my land. I have a person that's appointed over it. Her name is Roxanne O'Brien.
Okay.
She's on Facebook.
Roxanne O'Brien?
Yes.
Okay. And this church, like if someone wanted to, you say you take donations, do they just come to the church then and drop it off, or is there like something online they can do?
Yeah, she said it's across the street from it.
It's across the street from Reverend McAfee's
church. Okay.
You contact Roxanne on Facebook, and normally Roxanne will send you her cash app.
Okay. And that's Roxanne. What's your last name again? O'Brien. So y'all, if we'll reach out to Roxanne and see if we can like post that on our site as well. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it's looking good over there. Let me say this, y'all. When I say the kids have did such amazing over there, I wish it wouldn't have snowed yet.
Yeah.
We just got some new bins on the land. The kids put a new shed up with solar panels. They done painted peace and love and stuff everywhere. When I say next summer, it's going down. Our photo selection should be greater and bigger this time.
I love that.
This year, Junior produced it good.
Y'all invited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most definitely. During the summer, I most definitely, me and Roxanne and Juxtaposition, we do a lot of food give back, have movie nights, informational nights and things over
Let
there.
us know anytime. Like if y'all ever have flyers and stuff like that, a PDF, definitely. Send them our way. We'll post that all over our social medias and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like we said, with the GoFundMe, it will be on our site, y'all. So I'm really hoping y'all watch this whole podcast. I'm really hoping y'all are hearing their testimonies.
Drop whatever you can, and if you can't afford to donate, just share.
Yeah,
let somebody else see this video, and they may be able to donate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's so important. You got to just share.
Davion deserves to see those Christmas lights.
One last thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I would like to do is I would just like to personally send my condolences out to all of the families that have lost their loved ones. And from us three, of being of faith and knowing that vengeance is the Most High's. That trust me, I know it's been years for some of you families. I was there with you, and you haven't got justice. It might not come from the police. You know what I mean? God said vengeance is His. The Most High said the vengeance is His. It's His. It's His. And I believe Monda, he said that because through our anger, He don't want us to go and do something crazy. Trust me, my mind goes there times, but we got to stay here and trust God and take care of the rest of our families, our family members. So just hold on, y'all. But like Monda them said, continue to keep us in mind and keep our families in prayers. A good friend of mine, his son was killed. I went to the funeral yesterday in what was that, St. Louis Park or Brooklyn Park? Yeah, 17-year-old was killed in Plymouth.
Yes,
I was
we were
supposed
just
to have been over
talking about
shoes or
that
whatever.
as well.
Brother Corey's family. My condolences goes out to you if you're watching this, man. It's sad that we're losing our people, and like Marsha said, this is kids. Kids doing stuff to other kids, man.
Kids
Senseless.
doing stuff to other kids.
Senseless. Me and you could have came together and bought somebody a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And that's my
You follow
thing
me?
with
This
a lot
type of
parents,
petty stuff like this.
Y'all have to hold your kids accountable.
Accountable.
For their
That's what
actions.
Marsha said.
You know, you have to.
Man.
It comes to a time where we cannot be our kids' friends.
No.
We have to stay on our kids' necks.
Yep.
We have to hold them accountable
Go to
for
school
their
and get
actions.
friends.
We cannot uphold
They need to be
their
parented.
wrongs. We have to go back to parenting our kids.
Exactly.
Right.
Who cares about CPS? If your kid get down wrong, you check your kid right then and there where they stand.
please.
Then it will stop or prevent them from going out harming someone else's
Exactly.
kid.
Right.
Or if
Exactly.
your kid come home and let you know your kid did harm to something to somebody, hold them accountable for their actions.
Exactly.
You have to hold your kids accountable.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Absolutely.
I remember my grandma. If I got in trouble with the drivers, man, me and Delaney, we had to get in a croaker sack and hold hands together. You know what I'm saying? And she stayed across the street, like.
Yeah.
It was not none of that.
Well, they was letting you see you was wrong.
Yeah.
And they held you accountable
Yes.
for it.
I mean, yeah, like you said earlier, I mean, some kids need to get their ass whooped more. You know what I mean? Like, knock some sense into them if you got to.
I
You know,
thank God
like,
my grandma went and got them limbs off the tree
Yeah.
and peeled them and whooped my tail.
yeah, yep,
I'm still living. I'm finna be 43 this month.
exactly.
So yes, I'm
Since
grateful
we was
for that.
talking
Absolutely.
about the violence and that's been going on, I just want to let y'all know that there will be a Stop the Violence event
Okay.
this Wednesday at the community center. I think it is a Brooklyn Center.
I believe that's what I said.
Did I say the Brooklyn Center?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the second chance, my god brother CJ. Yeah, they'll be
Wait a
doing
minute,
that
What you mean Wednesday?
this Wednesday.
What's Wednesday? John funeral on the 10th.
Okay. Yeah, on Wednesday.
Okay.
And so it'll be posted up. It's posted up on the pages. And anything we got going on, y'all, we share with each other.
Yep.
And we thank y'all for allowing the Most High to touch your hearts to be here for us.
Absolutely.
Because like you see, we needed this today. And I'm going to get Monda for making me and Marsha cry. Okay. I love you.
Well, Monda, KG, Marsha, all three of y'all, thank y'all so much for taking the time
Thank
to be on
you.
this show.
Thank you.
Our condolences go out to y'all for sure.
Thank you,
We'll
brother.
be praying for Ladavionne and
Yes.
stuff. And like you said, keep us posted on updates. You know, we can't wait to talk to you more to kind of see how his progress is going and stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Appreciate it.
Just
again,
follow me.
Yep.
I update everybody on his life, his history, his story. Follow him.
Yep.
Follow him. It's an amazing journey he's going on. Follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Absolutely.
he went from having a trach to breathing on his own. Just little milestones.
Yep.
But they're going to make a great story to tell.
Absolutely.
Follow him.
Absolutely.
No smile to smiling. Come on now. He's
Yeah.
smiling.
That was so beautiful to
And
see
he
that.
knows
Yes.
when people is in front of him.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
He knows. He knows.
Yes.
He's
That
very
gave me
aware.
so much clarification that he's aware, he's alert, and he knows.
And if y'all need to,
He knows.
please look up. Read the stories if you have to, you know, to
Yes.
kind of see. I mean,
Yes,
Gene was
Google
Gene was
Ladavionne.
just
When
saying
you
how
Google
easy that is.
Ladavionne, You will
Google.
find the GoFundMe.
Yep.
When you look me up, my name is Monda Greer on Facebook. Look me up
Yep.
and just follow my story. Follow his journey. It's amazing.
Yep.
It's
Marsha
amazing. And
also,
never leave.
you know-
Never lose hope. Never lose hope or faith.
Absolutely.
Never.
Yep. You know, and you can look up for Terrell as well. Terrell Mayes Jr.,
Yes.
who was shot and killed 3 years old, y'all.
Yes.
So please, if y'all need to do your research, you know, December 27, 2011, I mean, it was after Christmas
Man.
for crying out loud.
Right,
You know what I
after
mean?
Christmas.
So y'all please make sure, do your research, do your work, and show them how strong we can come together as a family and stuff. So
Man, we didn't quiet Gene up. He's so quiet over here.
Man, I have a bunch of talkers around
Got
me.
everybody emotional.
I got a bunch of talkers around me, and
We thank you
know, I
so
ain't
much.
stopping.
I'm just
sorry.
listening.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for being on the show
Thank
for sure.
you.
And we'll definitely keep you posted once we get the episode out there. So thank y'all for watching. And
Yes.
please, let's all come together and make a difference. Like always, I'm your boy Jay.
I'm Gene, and collectively, we can get this van by Christmas, guys.
That'd be nice.
Collectively, if everybody
That'd be
comes
nice.
together, we can get this van by
Yes.
Christmas.
Right.
Absolutely.
Drop what you can, please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great one, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.